have any questions, or if you want a copy of the cosmetic wastewater guidelines, I can do that. How can I help you?
Yeah, these sites where we, the type 5 sites where we do discharge these wastes, that are the solids that are left over from all these pressure washings, what do they become?
The solids?
Well, no, what do the sites become? Do they become golf courses in the future?
No, actually, these aren't like landfill locations. These are actually waste disposal site, a type 5 waste facility. They'll actually treat the waste. A lot of times, what they'll do is they'll heat it. It just depends on what type of waste. They'll heat it, they'll extract the oils that are there. A lot of times they can reclaim those oils and actually use them in different products. They can sell the oils off. They generally have wastewater discharge permits that through Public Works, where they can discharge the wastewater once it has been treated to the sanitary sewer, which later gets pumped to our pretreatment, our treatment system. And the water gets treated there, and then, as you know, goes downstream.
But once a type 5 waste site, always a type 5 waste site. So they're going to become a usable piece of land.
To tell you the truth, they do get reused. There are type 5 facilities that once they're done, but that's part of their financial requirement. I think, Scott, you had mentioned Superfund sites. That's part of their, as a type 5, when they get permitted as a type 5, the state requires that they have an allotted insurance. In the event they were to go bankrupt, they should always be covered. In the event they had to close, as of that day, there should be funds in the allotted account that will close down the facility and completely remediate the area. Yeah, that's type 5 waste facilities. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Naomi, how many type 5 facilities are there in the Houston area?
We have a total of 8 facilities, but there's only 3 that actually accept the pressure washing waters. Some of them are only permitted to accept septic waste or portable toilet waste. Some of them only accept grease trap waste. The others will accept the whole slew. It just depends on their process. We do have a handful, so yes.
What is your website?
Go to houstontx.gov. On that, that's the main city website, but there's a yellow bar at the very top, and it has, on one section it says departments. You can go to the health departments, and you'll click on environmental. And like I said, my bureau is water resources protection. Really, I feel really unprepared right now. I don't have any of my business cards. I haven't reprinted them yet. But let me give you my telephone number and also my email address in case you do have any follow-up questions. My direct line is 713-640-4280. And my email address is Naomi, that's Naomi, .Macias, that's spelled M as in Mary, ACIAS, at cityofhouston.net. That's all spelled out. No problem. Are there any other questions?
I have one stupid.
I'm sure it's not stupid.
How does all these car washes apply to the permitting for all these little mini car washes that are spread out across?
Oh, my arch nemesis. Oh. Actually, car washes, that's a really great question. In order for anyone to have a car wash, this includes mobile detailing, which the city of Houston does not allow mobile detailing. In order to have a car wash, you do have to have the proper utilities there, which includes a grit trap and a bay. And I know most of these plumbers in here will know what the grit trap is, but essentially the bay is what you wash your car over. The bay drains into a grit trap where actually you have a separation that occurs. Any of your oils will float to the top, any of your solids will settle to the bottom. That includes any of your dirt, your sediments that actually accumulate on your car. And the water that's in the middle, essentially it's cleaner water at this point once it has the correct retention time inside the grit trap. It actually gets discharged into the sanitary sewer at that point. But they are regulated through our office. They do have to get annual permits, which are very minimal. They're $50 a year. And they do have to get their grit traps cleaned on a regular basis. With the City of Houston, as of 2007, we just recently passed a new ordinance where those interceptors have to be cleaned out quarterly, so every 3 months. And that actually stands for the well water separators that you'll see at Jiffy Lube, all those other mechanic shops, and also grease traps that you see at restaurants and other locations, food service establishments. Did that answer your question? Good, good. Yes.
At any point, is it allowed water, power washing to go into the sewer line? A question on that is like you have our fire and water restoration companies come out and they power clean, and then they have the water recaptured in the truck. They either can go to a car wash or can they put it in the sewer system?
It has to go on that site, doesn't it? It has to be dumped in the sewer on the site.
That's a great question. Actually, as of Clyde Smith, who actually handles our wastewater discharge permits in the city of Houston, he's with the Public Works Division. He has given authorization if in the event you are obtaining water on site and you pressure wash, you've reclaimed that water, and that particular location happens to have an interceptor, which the interceptor can be an oil water separator or it can be a grit trap that's connected to the sanitary sewer, you can then discharge on site the water that you've reclaimed from that particular location. That's the only time that it's approved. You can't go from point A and then take it to point B where you happen to own the car wash over there and you're just going to dump it there. You can't do that.
What if you have a lift station for that?
Irregardless, your lift station's just moving your waste. It's not separating it, it's not pre-treating it, it's just simply moving it. Any other questions? Yes.
I'm finding out people who have been caught doing power washing. Now, I'm a wheel watcher. Do you have power watchers?
We do, along with her section. She has, I guess, 12 officers there, also some investigators as well. We have a total of about 15 in our location who deals with all types of interceptors, but also who address the pressure washing. A lot of times, in the event that you do see it, you can call us. We do go out there as soon as we hear it. We go out there as soon as we can.
Is there a reward for that?
No, there's not. No, there's not. You know what? It's cleaner fish. That's your reward. There you go. Right, right.
I'm a member of CCA. Clean that water up. I eat those fish.
Right? Exactly right.
We all appreciate this because it's better for us.
Absolutely.
Period.
Great, thank
The
you.
environment affects us directly.
Absolutely.
Period. We appreciate that. How many citations and how much money have been involved per citation over the past, let's say, 12 months? Just give it a guess.
Well, you know, and my title with the health department is actually waste transporter coordinator. I can speak for the personal citations I've written to transporters. It's not necessarily just pressure washing, but I can give a general answer. If we write a citation, it ranges from anywhere from $250 to $2,000 a citation for a stormwater violation. That's different though in the event that it's a repeat offender or if it's a very egregious case. What we do is at that point we forward it over to Sylvia Brumlow's section. They actually pursue criminal charges, which gets you up to that $250,000 range.
You have lots and lots and lots of them real attention.
Now it's at first about latter part of 2007. That's where we had the most. And the only thing that could get them out of criminal charges at that point was that they had best management practices documented. They had signed documents from their employees stating that they will follow these guidelines, but for whatever reason they didn't follow those guidelines that particular night. That's the only thing that got them out of criminal charges. Yes, sir.
The only thing that scares me about it is I know our plants in this area, I worked in them for years. They're huge. It's cheaper to pay the fine than it is to clean up the act.
I hear you.
You know, and I just hope that it's, you know, not to that point here as far as the city of Houston is, you know, with pressure washing. I mean, we have to start somewhere.
You want to have her talk about this?
Yeah, that would be fine. Sylvia can address those larger fines, yeah.
So